Did you know this movie inspired Edge of Tomorrow? You did? You knew that? Alright, well, did you know this movie was a good movie? You didn't? That's why you're here? Well, let me explain. But first, let me say that All You Need Is Kill and Edge of Tomorrow are two completely different movies. Like, I'm sitting in the movie theater thinking to myself, wow, they only took the concept from All You Need Is Kill. Like, Edge of Tomorrow only took the concept from All You Need Is Kill. Comparing Edge of Tomorrow and All You Need Is Kill is like comparing Inuyasha and ReZero. Like, yeah, they're isekai, but that's where the comparisons really end. All You Need Is Kill is in the year 20, I don't know, something, and a huge mysterious flower called Darol suddenly appears in Japan. Volunteers like Rita are a resourceful but lonely young woman who never quite fits in and are sent to help with cleanup and rebuilding. So basically just got jackhammers and they're just like jackhammering the tree, the giant flower, Darol. One day Darol releases a deafening signal and seeds burst out from the middle of the flower, unleashing swarms of creatures and that slaughter everybody that's nearby. Rita tries to escape but dies. Then she wakes up and watches the same tragedy unfold. It happens again and again and again and again, trapping her in an unexplained loop. As Rita fights to survive in this time loop and tries to make sense of what's happening, she eventually meets Keiji, a shy young man who's stuck repeating the same day too. Together they face a nightmare with the hope that they can change the outcome. So essentially, Flower comes down and tries to take over planet Earth. But for some reason, I don't know exactly why, but this is kind of giving me like Evangelion vibes. I just don't know how to explain, but it just gives me Evangelion just slightly. Anyway, let's start with what I like the most about the movie. The character dynamic between Rita and Keiji. The dichotomy they have is just fun. It's because they generally help each other, and they're both shut-ins who don't really talk to anyone. Keiji learns to cope with people by smiling and hoping they leave him alone, while Rita deals with it differently by not caring and just being herself. And Keiji really looks up to her, calling her his hero multiple times throughout the film. I think Rita likes that because she was abused when she was a child, so compliments were rare for her. Her backstory reflects a lot about her character, so that's just something you should pay attention to, like specifically a lot when it comes on, if you watch this movie or when you watch this movie. And just overall, Rita and Keiji just complement each other really well during the movie, and they just learn a lot from each other. The style of the movie was unique and different. It kind of reminded me of like indie European animated movies, more specifically French indie animated movies, kind of like Mars Express. The art style dictates the animation, especially during the fight scenes, so movement feels different, but the fights still feel engaging and fun to watch, especially near the end when they get some cool shots. The world building is also really good as well. We get scenes that show what the rest of the world looks like and what regular life is like for a worker, and a lot of that comes through subtlety through the background or quick dialogue. The pacing is pretty fast because we get straight into the looping within 15 minutes of the movie, I would say, roughly. But that leads into one thing I want more from the film. I wanted it to be longer. Like, the movie, from my recollection, is only an hour 38. It's actually shorter than that. It's an hour and 25 minutes. I just looked it up. I really like the characters in the world, so I just wanted to stay with them just a bit longer. It just made me feel a little bittersweet at the end. Now, the inspiration that I'll take from All You Need Is Kill is that I will come back to it whenever I'm thinking about doing some sort of time loop plot, or if I try to write a good platonic male or female friendship. For a rating, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I was thinking about an 8, but it just hasn't reached that threshold for me because the themes were good, but I just feel like they weren't emphasized enough. I just need those themes to be emphasized more to really reach that 8 threshold, but I was so close to giving 8. So I think in my ranking, that's gonna be a C. What did you think about All You Need Is Kill? Will you watch it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it was mid? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And Jane, my anime cult. And I want to say I was the only one in the movie theater because it was a snow day in Toronto. The snow was piling up to the ceiling, to the roof of houses. So I was the only one in the movie theater, but it was perfect because I just got wasted. And you should watch my video on how to watch anime because I did exactly as I preach. I sat there with a drink. It's in my video. It should be somewhere on screen. I sat there with a drink and popcorn, and I ate, and I was lit, and I was watching the show, and it was so much fun.